In this video, I'll be giving you guys the best settings to hit consistent edits like this and win games just like this. Stay tuned for the settings at the end of the reload gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy. So let's get into the settings. So starting off, I play on PS5, so you gotta have that 120 FPS mode. Here's my brightness settings. Make sure you have motion blur off, verbatim, that renders screen tear and things like that. Show FPS on. Audio settings. A big thing here is make sure you have visual sound effects turned on. This will literally help you third party everyone. It allows you to see where your enemies are fighting, and you can just push that way and get more limbs. So you guys make sure you have this turned on. And that's it for there. Let's get on over. For none of this matters, I play on NA. It's not really important. Movement, toggle sprint off, auto open doors on. Hold the jump, press the jump. All this, you can just kind of pause here if you guys care anything about this. Reset building choice, have that on. Turbo building on, of course. Make sure you're building at the best of your ability. Simple edit, I personally do not use that, so I have that off. But you guys can pick your poison with that. Auto confirm edits, I have that on edit, just to make my edit. Sometimes if I'm editing a while, the game does it for me, so to speed up my edits. This really doesn't matter, but you guys can pause if you care. Make sure you have replays turned off. This will literally save you so much delay and just lag if you just have this turned off. And then none of this really matters. I believe we can scroll down, HUD scale, all this. You guys can pause if you care for any of that. Gyro aim doesn't really matter. I don't play on mouse and keyboard. Controller settings. This is what we're looking for. So controller auto run, I have that off. Builder Pro build immediately. You should already know why that's on. Edit whole time, I have that all the way down to make sure. Of course, my edits are as fast as they can be without any delay. Simple edit, I do not use simple edit, so that's off. Slide whole time, I have this turned up all the way just to make sure that there is no sliding when I'm in the middle of a build battle or in the middle of a fight. When I don't want to slide, it just makes me accidentally slide. So I have that all the way turned up. So if I want to slide, I'm holding it down all the way. Vibration off. Keep on going. And here's what we're looking for. For the builder mode, sensitivity multiplier, I have it at 1.9. For the edit mode, I have it at 1.8. First person mode, don't really play that, so that's not really important. Have advanced options turned on. Look horizontal and vertical speed are both set to 38%. I play on linear, so my horizontal boosts are both 2%. If you guys play on exponential, have that turned down. Turn and boost ramp time is all the way down. I never really understood what those two things did, so I have the turn and boost ramp down. And like I was saying, for the horizontal boost, turn that down if you play on exponential, but if you play on linear, keep it too. You can keep the boost on 2%. Instant boost while building, I have that off. For my horizontal and vertical ADS speed, both set to 12%. No boost on neither one of those. And then for the scope speed multiplier, I have that at 0.89. And for my look input curve, I play on linear. Guys, for my dead zone, this is kind of based on your controller or how you like to play it, but my dead zone both are set to 1010, just because I believe my controller has a little bit of stick drift, so that's why I have it on that. Yeah. And for the adaptive trigger stuff, I really don't know what this too much does, but all that stuff doesn't really matter. So let's get over to the controller binds. You guys can pause here because these are all kind of like your personal preference. This is just how I play. And what I specifically press, I do play double claw as well. So, yeah. And if you play non-claw, play with paddles, this is probably not going to be something you really care for. But if you happen to care, you can just pause anytime. But yeah, that looks about it.